Hello everybody, Spooky Sandwoman here.
Hi. I'm here again. Hello.
We're here for more Seduce Me extra episodes.
You know, I just realized I was never introduced in the last one that we just recorded.
Well, you're the one who did my intro.
I'm Jess! I'm not Spooky Sandwoman, unlike the last video said. That's her.
Hi.
I'm Jess. I've just been here.
Yours?
That was me!
Okay.
That was me. Stupid phones.
Anyway, let's get started with the Seduce Me.
Let's get started!
Man, if only we were cooking. Maybe we're cooking up some...
We're cooking up some romance!
Yeah!
Hell yeah!
Let's start.
People, stop texting me.
I'm a spooky.
Oh, jeez. So many people want haircuts today.
Do you want to do the narrator again?
Sure.
Alright.
If you're being spooky again, might as well. New Year's Eve, holiday celebrated internationally. It was one of those turns of time that no one on this earth could avoid. It was one thing to spend it alone, hoping for the best and being unsure of the future ahead of you. It was also another thing to spend it at parties, throwing a drink at the past you trudged through and dancing the night away. It was a very difficult story when the turn of the year and future beyond also somehow involved demons.
What are you gonna do?
The 5 incubi boys who had come into my life managed to stay in my home throughout the year, following my final high school quarter and past my graduation. So I'm assuming that you're probably not going to be dating one, or you're just going to have to like pick one, or something like that. I don't know, because now I'm
What
mentioning
if you're
all of them.
dating like one of
the 5 now, or something?
or maybe you're dating like Naomi or
Maybe.
Suzu. Or maybe the other guy,
We'll find out.
Andrew.
Even as I entered college, they remained supportive and surprisingly eager to stick around. Unfortunately, they were still freshly known to my family and friends, thus why I had to spend my holiday without them. My family had insisted on me returning to their house and spending the holidays before New Year's with them. While bringing the incubi along seemed like a good idea, the boys collectively wanted to spend the holidays together and did not want to intrude on my family this year. So thoughtful. After all, my parents still believed that they were the house servants.
Oh yeah.
Bringing even one of them home for the holidays would have been an interesting story.
Hi Mom, hi Dad, I'm fucking my butler.
All 5 of them.
Simultaneously.
One after the other. However, I was devoted to spending some holiday time with them for the end of the year. When I was invited to places for New Year's Eve by both family and friends, I decided to stay home with the incubi. A part of me felt majorly excited. Another part of me felt like slapping myself over and over for letting them convince me that waiting for my holiday present was worth it. Still, it was rather hilarious to see them prepare New Year's dinner.
Oh my god,
Oh
Sam,
my-
get out of the kitchen!
Oh my god, look at Damien's sweater, it's so cute.
Shut up, you little runt! I just want to look!
You're in the way, Sam. Out.
Yeah, fine, sheesh.
Oh, I love that they have different clothes.
How did I
told
know
you
that was
not
going to
to go
start
in
off with
there.
them yelling at each other?
We did, Sam.
Oh,
I swear to God, I will hurt both of you.
That's no way to start the new year.
That's how I start my new year.
Yeah. Ha ha ha!
Sam was completely right to feel impatient. James and Matthew had assigned themselves to making the New Year's dinner and had pulled out every recipe book in the library just to make sure they had the perfect menu. The aromas that wafted from the kitchen were intoxicating and almost heavenly. Almost. I felt my mouth water just from the scent.
Well, I mean, they're demons. They don't live in heaven, so. Yeah!
It's a tad hellish. It didn't help that the kitchen had pretty much become locked territory. Unless you wanted an earful from James and Matthew combined, then it was best for you to stay out of their workspace. More teasing. Great.
Whatever they're making smells amazing.
It is. They're almost done though, so we won't be waiting long.
Well, that's good. They've been working all day on food.
Then hopefully someone will be working all night on me.
Oh good, he's still wearing his dog tag.
Oh!
I just
Man,
realized
I
that.
need to hurry the hell up.
Quit being impatient, Sam.
Sam opened his mouth to fight back, but instantly shut it, most likely thinking the better of it, and grumbled under his breath as he turned to sit at the table.
Oh my god! I like the shirt James has
Yeah,
on
that's
his
nice.
popped collar. He's so fashionable.
They're all wearing their colors still.
Mm-hmm.
So he is like a gray-black. Still don't know which one, but it's a gray-black.
It's one of those. Good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, unless it was purple.
I don't know.
Was it purple? Now that I'm thinking
It
about
could be because his eyes are purple.
Yeah, because all of them have like specific colored eyes, and Eric's are red.
Yeah.
Why are you calling me right now? I can't.
We're in the middle
I'm in the middle of doing something right now. There's
Something
5
very
boys that I need to do. Sorry, Toothless, I love you. Love you, or whatever. Soon enough, James and Matthew began to carry large plates to the dining room, setting them methodically, that's a word, around the table so everybody had the chance to get what they wanted, regardless of where they sat. Stop calling me! I was stunned once more by the sheer amount of food prepared, topped only by the intense aroma that melded almost perfectly in the air. Melded? I'm not good with English. It was like they were trying to take the record of how much food can be placed on the table from when they had arrived.
You know, I wonder if Matthew made that sweater himself.
At that thought, I took a moment to realize something. It had almost been a full year since the incubi appeared in my life. I had graduated and was now experiencing my first year of college with the incubi beside me. Colleague. Now here I was, about to enter a new year with them in my life. Couldn't help but let a smile creep onto my face from the thought.
Is everything all right?
Ah, yeah. Huh?
I looked up, not realizing how lost in my thoughts I was, and came face to face with all 5 boys looking at me in concern. Crap. Matt's my favorite.
Oh,
He's the
look
only
at
one
his
that's like,
face.
what?
He's like,
What the fuck? What's wrong?
oh, what a fook.
What? You'd think that Damien would know, and he'd be like,
He's like, bitch, I'm reading your mind.
I know
Don't
exactly
fucking-
what you're saying, or whatever. I shook my head and took a moment to recollect myself before smiling once more.
Sorry, I was just lost in thought.
Huh? What were you thinking about?
Your awesome sweater.
From the look on the boys' faces, all of them were curious to know, did I want to be the cheesy nostalgic that brought up the past? Sure!
Nah.
I couldn't help the thoughts from appearing in my head. Might as well enjoy it with the rest of the group. I'm sure Damien already knows. I ran a hand through my
That's why
hair and
he's
chuckled
staying
softly.
So, poker face.
Yeah, that's the word.
Well, it's been almost a full year since we met, you know? And I was just thinking about that. Oh my god, everyone's like, oh, except Sam.
What? Sam's like, yeah, I know, whatever. I don't give two fucks. The boys stared at me before looking to each other in the same surprised realization.
Oh crap, that's right. We came here somewhere around April, right?
We did.
I don't know,
Has it really been that long?
I guess.
Damn, it feels like we only came here a short while ago.
Well, we've been here for a little over a year, and we've known you since April, so that's around 8 months.
Hey, April's my birthday.
Wow. To think we'd find ourselves in the company of such a wonderful woman within a year of being in the human world. We must be blessed.
Oh, you smooth
Oh, shucks. I couldn't help but roll my eyes at Eric's comment, while the others did as well in slight annoyance. Matthew and James continued to set up dinner while I became lost in my thoughts again.
Oh boy.
The memories of the past slowly flickered in my mind. Our first dinner, the house party, Malix and Diana. It was all surreal to remember, but they were real events in my life. Just like right now. Especially since I had my eyes on. Do we get to choose? Oh! Fuck. I don't know what the other ones are about, so I don't want to like... God damn it.
Well, we'll do it separately. If they're any different.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
who to
since
go-
we did James last time, let's do...
One of the 4.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shit, this is like...
Because we don't know what who the other ones are about.
Let's do Eric.
Okay.
Hey, babe.
Eric had shown me his true colors, ones that were loving and caring underneath a playful and sexy exterior shade. I was fairly certain I was the only one outside of his brothers who saw such truth. While he was working to create his own suit tailor shop, he was he always somehow managed to make time and care for me. I was grateful and happy to have him by my side as I was his.
So
I
does
was
that
at his.
mean we're dating?
I'm assuming so.
Okay.
Eric sat in the seat beside me, watching his brother's work, so I got to have a little moment in staring at him without him knowing. The turtleneck and scarf combination was a good look on him.
Your neck is gonna be like really
You look
warm.
really fucking flamboyant, I'm sorry. However, Eric turned his gaze to me as if he knew I was staring, chuckling under his breath as I tried to hide the fact he caught me behind a blush and turn of my head. That one. Oh, they popped up again. Finally, the table was set and we were all seated, ready to dig in.
I gotta admit, you and James did good, Matthew.
Oh, that's nice.
That's sweet,
Sam.
Sam.
I almost said James.
Oh.
Thanks, Sam.
Sam and Matthew not fighting. It's a winter's miracle.
Hey, I'm not a complete asshole to him.
Yeah. Yeah!
Only sometimes.
Yeah!
Well, it is the turn of the human year, so it's a good way to get the habit of being nice started.
Yes, Sam.
Very true.
Damien laughed and I couldn't help but do the same. However, one curiosity burned in my mind.
Hey, I have a
It's
question.
gonna get like really quiet
Yes?
and they're all gonna be like,
What is
what?
What did you do last New
Oh,
Year's Eve?
here it is. I had remembered them telling me that they had been in the human world for a full 6 months before my grandfather passed away. If that was the case, then this wasn't their first New Year's Eve. The boys took in the question and looked to each other.
Didn't we go to, like, New York or something?
These niggas.
Bitches.
Nah, we were in another continent by then. Like, Europe or something?
London. We were in London.
Bitches.
I remember that. We had such a fun time walking around and taking in the sights.
I know, me too.
We were on the giant Ferris wheel when midnight came. It was amazing to see all
That's
the
like
fireworks from it.
impossible to do because people try to do that on purpose. And you have to time it perfectly.
Yes.
That is
The London Eye was closed off for the public, but since we were friends of Harold Anderson, we were allowed access and were lifted to the very top of it.
that is cool.
Perfect view of the sky during the celebration.
Bitches.
Matthew
Wow.
couldn't stop jumping all over the damn place from how excited he was.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's like,
He's like, Sam, don't fucking embarrass me.
Hey, you were excited about it too. All of us were.
I don't think he should look surprised there.
Very fair, Matthew. Still, has it
Oh
really
my
been
God.
a year since
he
then?
has anime eyes. Everybody else
much
has
has
regular
happened
eyes.
since.
Yeah. Oh, Sam looks nice when he smiles like that.
He's cute when he smirks. Yeah. The boys seemed to trail off into their own nostalgic memories, mentioning the events of their trip around the world thanks to my grandfather. While I was happy for them, a little part of me felt left out. I want to travel the world too. Sure, I didn't know them, but to have experienced the world with them would have been a dream. Maybe we could somewhere in the future. Heck, maybe I'd be able to see the demon world.
Foreshadowing!
Yeah, you're gonna get fucking stuck there. However, who knew the future? It was an unknown fabric of time that I had yet to explore, that no one had yet explored. All I knew was that now I was in the incubi's lives, and I was going to see the new year come with them in my life. I looked to my glass, seeing it full of my favorite drink courtesy of James while he was setting up dinner. My own reflection greeted me, and I felt myself naturally take hold of it and lift it.
Oh. Ahem!
At last, the boys stopped talking and looked over to me in curiosity as they noted my raised glass. I smiled.
May I propose to Eric? I mean, a toast?
Oh,
These
a
are
toast
drinks,
for
not
what,
toast.
princess?
The future.
The boys listened intently as I looked up to my glass in a new hope. The future was a mystery, not my mystery, indeed. And while I wasn't part of the incubi's past in the human world, I was more than happy to be part of their future.
To a future unknown, but a future I hope to explore with you all.
Silence consumed the air as the boys took in what I had said. Did they realize the same thing I noticed? Finally, Eric raised his glass, nodding at my suggestion and smiling lovingly at me.
To the future. What a marvelous toast.
I do like toast.
Yeah.
As his brothers nodded and lifted their glasses as well for the toast, Eric gave me a silent wink, knowing that his future would be spent with mostly me. Cheers! At that, we all drank to our toast, a future that was still unknown to me. I couldn't wait to experience it, but I was certain that my future was going to be absolutely grand. My heart couldn't stop pulsing with joy at the thought. I was excited to experience what was to come. We ate dinner and talked about the potential things that could happen in the future. New businesses, possible trips, the works. For the first time, I felt like I was part of the family as I was listened to and spoke just as much as each incubus. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
However, as the sudden flare of fireworks flashed outside the windows and the sound wave echoed behind the glass, the boys flinched and looked over in shock.
You know, I forgot that this isn't Chicago, so when I heard the firework, I'm like, oh god, someone's getting shot.
What the hell?
Fireworks?
I was gonna say, those are fireworks.
But it's not midnight yet.
So what?
Premature fireworks.
Premature ejaculation.
It's the pre-celebration fireworks. You know, every place has it. Maybe you just guys don't know because you fucking demons.
You have those?
Sort of. The school in the area loves to order a lot of fireworks and likes to set off the extras before New Year's
I like
comes
to
around.
figure out where this is based in, because a lot of states it's illegal to do that.
What are you waiting for?
Then again, I don't
gonna
think
miss the
anyone really
fireworks.
cares.
I mean, it's a video game. So
Yeah. Logic.
The boys and I all looked to each other and grinned before heading for the door. Oh, they stopped.
Wow.
Whoa! The sky was filled with softly falling snow. Okay. Each snowflake and star was illuminated by the bright, colorful lights of the far-off fireworks. I had seen them before, but to see them in an open sky not surrounded by suburban trees was a whole different experience.
Holy crap.
Oh.
It's all so beautiful.
Just like me.
Absolutely, Damien.
Truly magnificent.
You got that right.
Oh, shit! Look at that art!
Cute!
Look at that
It looks
art.
like a painting.
I know. Holy shit!
I
That's
looked
nice.
up to Eric, watching him lift my hand up and gently kiss the back of it. I could only gasp in surprise as he smirked slightly against my skin. He was so charming. How was I lucky enough to be his? Is he gonna propose?
I almost said spooky. God damn it.
Spooky!
Eric, aren't you gonna watch the fireworks?
Of course, but the fireworks do not hold a candle to how magnificent you are.
Son of a bitch.
Smiled and blushed, both from the embarrassment and the cool air around us. It was a picture-perfect moment. A
As
small
there is a
breath
picture.
of life that I would carve into my memories and cherish for the rest of my life. At my smile, Eric tilted his head lightly.
What is it?
Lightly.
I can't wait to see the new year with you.
Eric stared for a moment before chuckling and nodding in reply.
And I cannot wait to spend the many New Years with you after that.
Holy shit.
Who could argue with that? It was at the moment I knew, deep in my heart, that I would have my happily ever after somewhere in the unknown future. Let the new year come. I was ready. I'm ready.
Oh, that was cute as fuck. Alright, now we're gonna do Sam.
Yay! I get to freak out myself! That's me. I could only watch in slight awe as my brown-haired, emerald-eyed incubus leaned back in his seat, stretching out slightly and making the muscles that weren't hidden under his clothes tense and flex. They weren't hidden! Oh, it's a bodysuit, actually! You can see everything. Sam was like a hero come to life, literally. See, I was right. Strong, fast, and protective of those he loved and believed in. Being a police officer gave him the chance to be a local hero for sure, but he would always be mine first. Cute. I forgot he was a police officer. Sure, he was a little rough on the outside layer of his personality, but I know that deep inside, he loved me just as much as I loved him, and that was all that mattered. Sam finally turned his head to me and gave a little smirk, causing me to stick my tongue out at him. He was mine, and I was also his. Yes. So I was free to look whenever I wanted, even at the price of him never letting me down from it. Nice. Finally, the table was set and we were all seated ready to dig in.
I gotta admit.
You know, I'm just gonna skip this till we get to the fireworks.
There
it
you go.
is.
What the hell?
They all look so...
Fireworks?
Fucking... Matthew's face. I can't.
He's so
Everyone's
cute.
just like...
It's just like, wow, what is
Like,
like
instead of being like the normal, they're like... And he's like...
His is Matthew's like regular. It's like, who?
But it's not midnight yet.
I know. It's pre-celebration ejaculation, you know. I mean, what?
What are you waiting for?
Wow. too hot.
Same stuff.
It's also
Absolutely.
Get to the cute shit.
I looked up to Sam and couldn't help but get a devilish idea seeing him become entranced by the sight of the fireworks. Oh god, what am I planning on doing?
I'm gonna pull his pants down.
Please? Please. Going through my thoughts, I playfully pushed him into the snow, catching him off guard.
Cute.
Whoa!
Oh, he's so cute!
That's such good art. Holy fuck. I
The
can't
snow
help it.
pile beside us almost exploded like a wave splash as Sam landed in the snow and looked up at me in shock. With a goofy grin, I stuck my tongue out at him. They're so playful, I love it.
Sorry, I had to. You just look so adorable. Now he's gonna pull me into the snow, isn't he?
Instead of getting up, Sam simply grinned at me and laughed.
God, I love you, you doofus.
My heart!
You doofus! I smiled and laughed, nodding in agreement. We would have many chances to make memories and make each other smile. I let my playfulness melt into a loving smile and causing Sam to stare at me in confusion.
I can't wait to see the new year with you.
Sam stared for a moment before chuckling and nodding in reply.
And I can't wait to see it with you too.
You're fucking cute, all of you.
Who could argue with that? Same exact shit that I said before. I was ready.
Yeah, Matthew. Oh, look at it with a little sweater.
The
He's
cutest
so
of
cute.
the bunch, Matthew, had been the one to completely take over my heart, and I was more than happy to let him claim it for his in return. He was special to me, and I swore my love for him in front of dangerous odds. Not only was he funny and sweet, but he was strong enough to hold his own amongst his brothers and was able to take care of himself and me. I was incredibly lucky.
You know what sucks? If, like, these guys were real, we'd be, like, so much taller than Matthew. Anyway.
I'd probably be the exact same height as Sam. God damn it. Watching him set up dinner with James made me feel happy and warm. I was excited to see what the two had made, and I was even more excited to share the new year with Matthew and his brothers. Matthew stopped for a moment to look at me and gave me a silly, goofy grin before continuing on, focused on finishing up. He was so cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
So cool. Wow.
Holy crap.
It's
Cute.
also beautiful.
Absolutely.
Truly magnificent.
You got that right.
And they're all just staring at you. It's like,
She's like,
yeah.
up there. That's the stuff.
That's what I'm watching. Okay. I looked up to Matthew and couldn't help an evil idea popping in my mind, seeing him become giddy at the fireworks in the sky.
Please don't tell me I'm gonna push him into the snow, too.
Going through with my evil plot, I scooped up some snow and lightly packed it in my hand. Oh god, here goes.
Put it right down his pants.
Please? That'd be fucking great.
Oh, Matthew!
Whoa!
Oh, look at that! He's so. I'm gonna kill myself. Please open the window for me. I'm just.
I
Gonna...
aimed and fired, landing my light snowball at Matthew's head, not on Matthew's head, and letting the snow explode onto his hair and shoulders. Matthew took in the shot and laughed, brushing off the snow with a grin.
He's. Look at that. Where I literally want that as my background. Sorry, Danny. You're out.
Hey, that was no fair!
Sweet innocent
He
Matthew.
looks like one of my old friends. This kind of makes us awkward. Seeing his smile only made the playful demeanor in my soul melt into a joyful excitement. Matthew continued to chuckle as I spoke. Stopped only by the end of my words.
I can't wait to see the new year with you.
Matthew stared for a moment before smiling and nodding in reply.
I can't wait to make new memories with you.
Oh, he said something different! Ugh! That's so
Fuck
cute.
my asshole. I mean, don't, but it's just a saying. Not a good one, but it's a saying. Anyway,
Everything.
everything is alright, James. Please, I don't know what you're doing. Ah!
You had a cat hair in your hair.
Oh. I thought you were gonna like pull my hair.
Now I got it. Despite him being considered the quietest of his brothers, Damien was indeed the man I grew to love, and the man who offered his entire life to me. I was more than happy to live life with him, and to see him smile and made me do the same.
I wonder if... No, never mind. Ignore me.
He was handsome and sweet, but unlike his brothers, he was human
There we go.
now.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Right. I completely forgot. He was set for life.
Oh, that's why
Being
you couldn't.
magicless. and I was going to walk through it with him, guiding him through with a loving embrace. I completely forgot that if you go with him, he becomes human. We'll be human. Damien sat beside me and gently held my hand, watching his brothers set up a dinner. Yeah, do it. I could tell he was excited to get dinner started, but he was holding himself back and silently asked me to hold his attention. I could only smile. He can't read your mind, Benny. I know. I could only smile and gently leaned over to kiss his hand, making him gasp silently and look over at me in surprise. I giggled, earning a small chuckle in return after Damien relaxed from the kiss.
Cute.
No,
Wow.
It's all
true.
Oh!
Look at his purple eyes. I looked up to Damien, watching him become entranced by the fireworks. For a moment, my heart caught itself in my throat at the sight. He seemed to glow in the bright colors of it, and I found myself utterly speechless. A small fragment of silence was enough to have him squeeze my hand, breaking me from my own daze and looking to him at attention.
Huh?
This is the best New Year's Eve ever. Can we do this every year?
Whatever you want, sweet child.
Oh, my heart flipped and I found myself nodding without a word. He sounded like a 5-year-old. He's like, please. Damien was so precious to me and I could not wait to spend the new year and beyond with him in my life. Damien looked back at me and tilted his head, most likely confused at my expression.
Huh? What is it?
I can't wait to see the new year with you.
So cute. Damien stared for a moment before smiling and nodding in reply.
I will happily spend every day with you for as long as you'll have me.
Ah! Ah!
My black hole. For some reason, it's beating.
My ice cold heart.
I can feel the drips.
It's cold and I don't like it. It's very uncomfortable. Make it stop.
Make a stab. Holy.
I was ready! And that was the holiday episode of Seduce Me with all the boys.
Except for James.
Fucking stupid.
Oh. Alright, now we can do it. James was indeed the perfect man. He was the CEO of my grandfather's company and was a loving, caring, and organized individual. He not only kept track of his brothers, but made sure to care for me as well. I was lucky to have a man like him to call my own. I was even more lucky to know that he valued me and was happy to have me as his as well. Staring at him as he set the table made my heart flutter slightly. Not many people could pull off the popped collar look, and yet James did it with perfect ease. He definitely looked like husband material. James noticed me stare and gave a little loving smile in my direction before continuing with his work.
Cute.
Alright.
Wow. Bistro.
Can we please talk about the fact that his eyes are glowing and then the back of his hair is glowing the color of his eyes?
Oh my god, he's got eyes on the back of his head.
I looked up to James, watching him comb his hair back with a smile. For a moment, my heart caught itself in my throat. He was as handsome as could be in the moonlight. I couldn't take my eyes off of him.
To think we'll end and start the new year with fireworks. It's almost poetic.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
One thought wandered in my mind. What was he thinking about? Was his mind on the fireworks, or was it about us?
Oh god, he's gonna break up with me.
I knew that. I knew the view from our front lawn wasn't exactly a view like the London Eye, but it was something we got to see together. It was one special moment that would last forever in my memories. At that, I giggled softly, catching his attention.
What is it?
I can't wait to see the new year with you.
James stared for a moment before chuckling and nodding in reply.
The new year will be a beautiful sight to see if you're beside me.
Shit, man. Dude. Cute.
That's cool or whatever.
Now we've done all the boys! I am ashamed of myself for that, but, you know, it's not...
I don't forget James.
Sorry, James. But yeah, that's all of the boys for the holiday episode. I don't know what we're gonna do next in this little extra episode series, but stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I thought you were gonna say stay safe.
Oh yeah, stay safe too, especially if you're watching this on New Year's for some reason, but we're recording this in February, so it's a little bit past, so good for you for waiting so long, or probably it's gonna take me forever to upload this, so maybe Happy New Year.
You could always watch it on New Year. I mean,
That too!
You probably won't find it until then.
Yeah.
That could also be a thing, unless you search these games specifically.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Share with your friends if they like fireworks and boys telling you fucking cute ass shit. Bye-bye. Oh god, I wasn't recording. No, I'm kidding.
To our future.
Indeed, our future.
Sounds like a good toast to me.
Yeah, may it be as awesome as this year.
And may it continue forever.
Holy crap.
It's all so beautiful.
Absolutely, Damien.
Truly magnificent.
You got that right. Hey, you all think that the new year will be as good as this one?
Let's hope so.
I think it will be, for sure.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
And we'll see it together. The 6 of us.